start by lying down. So just coming onto your mat or your space, and if we start just with your knees bent and the soles of your feet flat to the floor, just shrug your shoulders a few times. We're going to roll ourselves down quite carefully and with a feeling or a connection to sort of core abdominal muscles. So you can have your hands down by your side if you're not sure about your back or anything like that, or you can bring, actually let's just carefully draw the chin in and bring the elbows down. Just kind of have a sense of how that feels there. Then creep your hands forward and carefully lower your spine till your head is the last part of you that comes down. So you can shift your shoulders around a little bit, maybe draw the feet a little bit closer in, so just adjust your position. So you find a way of allowing your lower back, the base of your spine, your pelvis, your hips, your buttocks, whatever, sort of this part of your body, to really rest and be felt on the floor. So the first position you come down to might not be the one that you want to stay in, so you can wiggle yourself, maybe drop the knees one way, and then lifting and drop the knees the other way, kind of being aware of how that twist through the lower part of the spine affects your shoulders. So just kind of tuning into your body as it is right now. So the next half an hour or so is your time, is for you. So your mind and your awareness is just with that feeling as the knees go one way, the knees come up and the knees go the other way. So feeling that rolling sensation as well through the feet. So as the knees go to the right, you're on the outside edge of the right foot, the inside edge of the left foot. When the knees go over towards the left, you're on the outside edge of the left foot, the inside edge of the right foot. So you can refine your attention a little bit, and then just bring the knees back to centre, wiggle the toes, adjust the feet, lift the heels. So just again, refinding that place of rest on the floor. And then if it's okay, just bring your hands to rest on the belly or around the navel or the centre of the body, and just soften. I suppose that's easier said than done, but sometimes we can be really tight in this area, so we kind of want it to be soft on the outside so that we can get a bit of response on the inside. So if you're not sure, take a deep breath in and really breathe into the hands, consciously breathing in. Then as you breathe out, really pull or sink your belly down. So that really tightens everything up. Now, consciously let go. So relax the belly and your breath just comes back in. And as you breathe out, can you just feel the belly sinks? You don't have to pull the belly in. Your belly will just sink anyway as you breathe out. Then the breath comes back in and then your breath leaves. So we're going to start to do a bit of movement, but our attention will be with the centre of our body, so that core deep muscles inside there. And when you're ready, draw the right knee in, draw the right knee in. Be aware of your breath coming in, hands resting on the body so you feel that response, breathing in. Then as you breathe out, just send that right leg away a little bit, just hovering off the floor a little bit. Feel the weight of your leg. The in-breath draws the knee back in. And as you breathe out, the belly will sink. You can do that if you like, and that sends the leg away, hovering off the floor. The in-breath draws the knee back in. Then as you breathe out, send the leg away. Maybe sink the belly, so just emphasising what happens anyway. Then relax the belly, the breath comes in, the knee comes back in. Then as you breathe out, you'll feel the belly sink, and then you can lengthen the leg away. And you can consciously sink the belly down, or you can just feel it happen. The in-breath draws the knee back in. Out breath lengthens the leg away. So we're just coming into contact with those core deep central muscles. So it's that idea that from the spine everything goes away from, and from the spine everything comes back to. So core central muscles support you. Then the next time your leg comes back in, or your knee comes back in, stay there, breathe as you need to. Take the hands underneath your knee, just ease the knee down. Circle the right foot or the right ankle a few times one way, then the other way. So as we get, ankles can be really tight, especially if you've had a sprain or a break or an injury or anything like that within your ankles. So when our ankles are tight, that will affect your knee and that will affect your hip. So kind of freeing up the ankle a little bit is always a good idea. And then maybe give the foot a bit of a shake, which is a really good way to improve circulation as well as ease into any tight joints. And then stop, and then just feel the sensations in the leg as you take the foot up towards the ceiling. Now if you place your right hand on the knee, or it doesn't matter what hand, if you point the toes away, you feel that kind of length through the knee, draw the toes towards you, push the heel away, you feel the knee tighten. So ankle goes away, or heel comes and toes towards you, toes away. So just kind of feeling that connection in through the knee. So whatever's going on with your foot will affect your knee and ultimately your hip. And then when you're ready, just stop, let go, and we're just going to bend the right knee and just cross it on top of the left knee. If that's okay with your knees, we kind of work that. If it's not all right, then don't cross the knees. Always work in a way that feels right for you. If it feels okay with your knee on top of the left knee, if it's all right, just drop the knees over towards the left. And they'll just go to where they go, don't force anything. If your right shoulder comes up, that's okay. Circle the right elbow around a little bit, circle the right elbow. As you circle the right elbow, take the right elbow out to the right to encourage the right shoulder to come down. The knees can come up a little bit, that will bring the shoulder down. So kind of finding that connection from the right arm, the shoulder, all the way down through the side of the body to the knee. Then when you're ready, just bring the knee back up. Uncross, same leg, draw the right knee in towards you, ease the knee down. Then this time again, take the leg up, let the hands come to rest on the body somewhere that's comfortable. Be aware of your breath coming in. Soft knee, then as you breathe out, lower that right leg if possible, all the way down to the floor. When the heel lightly touches, breathe in, take the leg back up. As you breathe out, sink the right leg all the way back down to the floor, lightly touch through the heel. And then the breath comes back in and the leg springs back up. Now just continue, so the out breath sends the leg away, the in breath draws the leg back up. As you do that, feeling the connection down through that left foot, the left side of the body stabilises the movement. You can go as slow or as fast as you like, but really have that sense of connection from the foot far away to the hip, to the centre of the spine, the centre of your body. Then the next time the leg comes up, breathe as you need to. Take the hand around the back of the thigh, either below or above the knee, and just ease the leg down a little bit. So you feel that stretch or the length through the hamstring. Circle the ankle again. Feel the sensations and the weight of your body resting into the floor. And then maybe when you relax the foot, you can ease the leg a little bit lower. Elbows are wide, shoulders are wide. Draw your chin slightly down. And know that you breathe. You don't have to force your breath or change your breath. Your breath will respond to your body responds to the breath. And then when you're ready, let go of the leg, I should say. Bring the right foot back onto the floor. So we're going to do the same on the left. So first of all, just settle. Be aware the weight of your body resting, shoulders, hips, feet. And then when you're ready, let the right foot rest as you draw the left knee in. The hands can rest on the body, somewhere that's comfortable. Be aware of your breath coming in. As you breathe out, lengthen the left leg away so it's hovering off the floor. You feel the response deep inside the belly. The in-breath draws the knee back in. Out-breath, you lengthen the leg away so it's hovering off the floor, a couple of centimetres or inches off the floor. Then the in-breath draws the knee back in. Out-breath, lengthen the leg away. And just continue. Make sure your face is soft, so you're concentrating and you're kind of building a feeling of focus, but you're not frowning. Try not to furrow the brows or anything like that. Allow your face, if possible, to soften. If your eyes are closed, be aware of your eyes beneath closed lids. Be aware of your jaw, soft jaw. Breath inside your nostrils. And then where your hands are resting, be aware of that connection of your breath, your body, to the hands on the belly. And then when you're ready and the knee comes back in, stay there, breathe as you need to. Take the hands underneath the knee, ease the knee down. Find that connection down through the right foot, circle the left ankle a few times one way, then the other way. So easing into that joint, because that will help you free up the knee and ease into the hip as well. Then give the foot a bit of a shake, it's always good for circulation. So you have floppy. You can make the foot, you can allow the foot to be, because ankles are really tight joints. And then when you're ready, stop, and then we're just going to see if we can cross that left knee on top of the right knee. If you don't want to do that, obviously you just, don't cross the legs. Hands can rest on the base of the ribs. Now take your attention to that left shoulder. Can we allow our left shoulder to be really quiet and rested on the floor as you allow your knees, whether they're crossed or uncrossed, knees go over towards the right. If the left shoulder lifts, just draw the knees up a little bit. So find that connection from the left shoulder and know that from the left shoulder you're sending the knees away. Maybe you can turn your head to the left, or if that's really not nice for you, just leave your head maybe turn to the right. or come to centre. But just see if you can turn your head. Is there space between your chin and your shoulders? Feel your breath in your body. And then when you're ready, just ease the knees back up. Uncross, draw the left knee in, hands underneath the knee, ease the knee down, and then take the leg up towards the ceiling. So if you place your left hand on that left knee, just give the knee a bit of a rub, and then point the left toes away, so that lengthens the front of the leg, draw the toes towards you for that stretch in the back. Just doing that a few times, just kind of knowing that whatever's going on with your ankle or your heel or your foot will affect your knee and your hip and ultimately your spine. And then when you're ready, stop. So the knee is quite soft, hand resting on the belly. Be aware of your breath coming in. As you breathe out, lower the leg ever so carefully, gently, with awareness to the foot. When the heel lightly touches, like a spring, the breath comes back in, the leg lifts. As you breathe out, you gently lower the leg. The right foot supports the movement. Then as you breathe in, you raise the leg. So when I said the right foot supports the movement, so from the right foot kind of connects, that stabilises the movement. So the right foot stabilises the right hip, stabilises the right side of the body, and allows you to feel that connection down through the floor. And just kind of have that sense of your breath as well. And you can emphasise the breath. So as you breathe out, you can really sink your belly down, and if you like, you can lift the pelvic floor. But then just know that when you've done that, let go of all those muscles, and your breath lightly comes in and your leg lightly lifts. So if you are pulling down or gripping or forcing, know that if you're doing it, you let go. You don't have to hold on to it, because that will affect, if you get into a habit of gripping muscles all the time, it will affect the way that you breathe, and it ultimately won't help the core muscles. Tight muscles aren't strong muscles. Supple muscles are strong. And then when you're ready, just when the leg comes back up, breathe as you need to. Take the hands around the back of the thigh. Just ease the leg down, or the hands can be above the knee or towards the ankle if they go. You can circle the ankle a little bit. And if you use your right foot, rest down into the right foot to encourage the left leg to come a little bit lower down. Elbows are wide, shoulders are wide. So you're using that movement down into the left foot, right foot, down into the right foot to encourage the left leg to come a little bit lower down. Make sure you're breathing, and then let go. Bend the knee, left foot comes back onto the floor. Let the hands come to rest on the base of the ribs. Carefully let your knees drop to the left. So you're kind of lengthening those muscles through the abdomen that we just worked. If it's okay, turn your head to the right. Feel your breath coming in and feel the breath in the ribs. And as you breathe out, really have that sense of letting go of the shoulders, letting go of the hips, letting go of your knees, letting go of the lower back muscles. And then bring the knees back up. Breathe as you need to, as the knees go to the right. If it's okay with your neck, turn your head to the left. The hands are resting on the base of the ribs. When you breathe in, notice where you feel your breath. So every time we change position of our body, we're encouraging the breath in a different part of our lungs. And our awareness just encourages that movement to be a little bit deeper. So when you breathe in, can you feel the breath in the left side of the ribs? And as you breathe out, can you really allow the ribs, and particularly the right side of the ribs that are resting on the floor, can you allow the right side of the ribs, the right hip, to rest a little bit deeper? And then come back to centre. Settle for a few moments, just notice how that feels, then draw both knees in, hands underneath the knees, and just rock from side to side, just easing into the back of the body. So using this movement to massage the muscles in the back of the spine. And then when you're ready, we're just going to roll over onto our side. Take your time, orientate yourself carefully, and we're just going to come to sit. So the legs are in front. So if you lean back and just draw the right knee in. Just rock the right knee from side to side. Maybe move your head as well, so make sure that you've got a bit of movement. If this is okay for you, just send the right foot over the outside of the left knee. Just stay there for a few moments. Take your attention to the left foot, the foot that's straight, and just circle that ankle around a little bit. Then if it's okay, just take both hands over towards the left. Just be careful of your knees. You stop at any moment if you've had enough. Now if this feels okay, can you bend that left knee and just draw the left heel towards the right hip? If it's too much for you, you bring the foot back. If it's okay, then can you come to sit? So you're just kind of using this to mobilise the hips a little bit, mobilise the knees. Lean over towards the left, send the right foot forward, come back, send the leg away. Lean back, draw the left heel in, just rock the heel, or rolling through the foot to move the knee from side to side to ultimately mobilise the hip. If it's okay, send that right foot over the outside, left foot over the outside of the right knee. Circle the foot that's away from you, the right foot, so make sure you've got movement there. If it's too much, you come out at any time. Lean over towards the right. If you can, slide that right heel towards the left hip. If it's too much, you bring the foot, you send the leg back. If it's okay, just come to sit. Just come to sit. So you're just using this to mobilise the hip joints. Relax the shoulders a little bit, and then when you're ready, lean over towards the right again. Send that left leg away. Right leg away, then the left leg away, and then come back to centre. Give your knees a little bit of a rub. So we just do that one more time. Lean back, draw the right heel in, if it's okay. Send the right foot over the outside of the left knee. You can lean over towards the left if you like, or if it's easy for you, just bring that left heel towards the right hip and just come to centre. If it's not easy, you stay in a stage where is okay for you, because that's how things will change. Then when you're ready, lean over towards the left and come out of it. Send the leg away. Stop for a moment, feel maybe differences. Then the left heel, you can lean back, the left heel comes in, you can move it around a little bit. If it's okay, the left foot goes on the outside of the right knee. You can lean over towards the right to make a bit of space in the left hip to allow that right heel to slide round towards the left hip. If it's too much, you stop. At any given time, you know what you're doing, you stop. If it's all right, you can bring the heel in, you can come to centre. Stop there for a few moments. You can align the knees, but just kind of see, there's no right or wrong. You do what your body allows you to do. And then you just come out of it. Give the knees a bit of a rub. Say sorry. And then we're just going to lean over, and ever so carefully, we're going to come to stand. So take your time coming to stand, or just adjust the screen a little bit. That's all right. Right, so we're going to take the feet a little bit, well, not too wide, so at least hip width apart. Soften the knees. Now if you look down, when you bend your knees, make sure your knees go past the toes, so not going out to the side or going in. The knees track through the toes. Relax the shoulders. We're going to take the arms wide, so being aware of the space around your arms and underneath the arms. Right arm's going to go across the body towards the left shoulder, left arm across the body towards the right shoulder. So you've got the right arm on top. And then open the arms, and then just reverse, so left arm across the body, right arm's now the left arm's on top. Just do that, so just kind of knowing each time, you're just changing which arm is on top. So you're kind of noting what you're doing with your body. Then the next time, the right elbow is on top of the left elbow. Stay there. Soft knees, move your head from side to side. Be aware of the weight of the shoulders. If this is enough for you, you don't have to do any more than this. If it's okay, just bring the hands up towards the ceiling. Let the weight of the elbows drop. Now the underneath hand, the left hand might come in towards your nose, and then the palm might come towards the inside of the right wrist. You can move the elbows up and down, so you feel that sense of what's going on in the back of your shoulders. And if possible, the palms, you might be able to wiggle to bring the palms together, or it doesn't matter, then just open out and let go. So now the left arm across the body, so the left elbow is on top, and then if it's you, stay there if that's enough, or you can just bring the hands up. So now the right hand is underneath, you bring the right palm on the inside of the left wrist if possible, or they can just go there. You just figure out what your body is allowing you to do, because these are, well, they're unusual, they're weird sort of things to do. If you can lift the elbows up and down a few times, you can move your head, you've got space. Maybe you might be able to bring the palms together, or the hands might be doing something else, which is fine too. And then let go. Right, so we're going to take the feet a little bit wider. We're just going to work at shifting out, working into balances, and being aware of shifting the weight, and we bring this movement of the arms or this into play. Right, so the feet are a little bit wider, not too wide, but you can feel the outside edges of the feet, and you can feel the base of the big toes. Your knees are quite soft. If you place your hands on the centre of the spine, so the centre of the spine, your spine is central between the feet. Soften the knees. Now let the whole weight of your body shift into the left foot. So you're going to feel the spine, the centre of the body, central gravity goes over towards the left. The right heel will lift. Just see if you can lift the right foot carefully, lower. Shift the weight over towards the right foot. The right knee will bend, so now your spine, central gravity is coming over towards the right. Lift the left heel, maybe you can lift the left foot. Lower, soften the knees, shift your weight over towards the left. Maybe you can lift the right foot. The left knee is quite bent. Carefully lower, shift the weight towards the right. The right knee will bend, so the centre of your gravity is coming over towards the right. Lift the left foot. Lower, come to centre. Take the arms a bit wider, perhaps if it's okay. Know where your central gravity is, your centre of balance. Soften the knees, shift the weight towards the left. As the right leg lifts, maybe you can bring the right foot in front or just bring the right knee on top of the left knee. Open wide, come back to where you started. Shift the weight towards the right. So now the central gravity is going over towards the right. Lift the left heel. Maybe you can bring the left knee on top of the right knee. And then come out. Just play with that for a few moments. Just see if that's possible. Or you just lift and lower the leg. But really slow it down and be aware that you're shifting your weight. It's a really good way to train the feet and the legs to feel the shift in weight. So it kind of helps you prevent having falls or anything when you're outside. So knowing that your body knows how to move. And then when you're ready, stop. Lower the arms. We're going to bring it together with this, if possible, or you just stay with this, or you just stay with this. If the right knee, when the right knee, if it does, goes in front of the left, so the right knee is on top, that means the right elbow will be underneath. So if I say it wrong, I apologise in advance. Right, so equalise the weight into the feet as possible. You're going to shift all the weight over towards the right. Take the arms out. Now as the left knee goes over, the left knee goes over, the left elbow goes under. Does that make sense? And then we open out lightly, or whatever you've done. Then shift the weight over towards the left. So as the right knee or the right leg goes over, the right elbow goes under. And then open out. One more time, shift the weight towards the right. Weight towards the right. As the left knee goes over, the left elbow goes under. Or you can just have hands on here. And then open out. And then shift the weight towards the left. As the right knee goes over, the right elbow goes under. And then open out. And then stop. Well done if you feel like that. Then soften the knees, lift up one heel at a time. Relax your shoulders, turn your head from side to side. Now, because all those things we've been doing all these on the inside, so that kind of opens up here, we're going to let the hands come to rest behind, so we get a sense of opening across the collarbones. And then soften your knees, so like I said before, your knees are moving forward. Take your attention to the right elbow, knees are moving forward, or pointing forward. You take the right elbow forward, the left elbow behind, just twisting the other part of the spine. Come to centre, left elbow forward, right elbow behind. So just twisting from side to side. Now where your hands are resting on the back of the waist, can you feel as though you're moving from deep inside there? Because ultimately that's where you are moving from. We want the knees and the hips to, well, they will move, but you don't want to initiate the movement from inside there. We want to feel as though we're moving from the centre of the spine. Come to centre. Now take the spine forward. Where the hands are resting behind you, kind of have that sense of connection there. Knees can be quite soft. If possible, take the arms wide and just let the hands come down. Fingertips might touch. If they don't, it's okay. Hands can touch the knees. or the thighs, or you might have a chair in front of you. So that's absolutely fine. If the fingers come to the floor, that's fine too. Now wherever you are now, take your attention to the right hand. Take the right hand out to the side, the gaze can follow, the palm is down. Relax your shoulders. Then if possible, as you take the right arm up, your gaze can follow. Find the outside edge of the left foot to stabilise the movement. The knees can be quite soft, have a sense of the knees moving forward. Lower the arm. Left arm goes out to the side, the gaze can follow. Find the outside edge of the right foot to stabilise the movement. As the left palm goes up, the gaze can follow. So just twisting the upper part of the spine. Imagine or feel as though your knees and the hips are still moving forward. Lower the arm back down. Let go of the weight of the head. Soft, soft knees. Bring the hands back towards the knees if they were lower, and just stack the spine back up. Bring the feet a little bit closer. One more time, we're going to take this time, I'm going to change it a little bit. We're going to take the hands on the back of the head. So feet can be a little bit wider again. So looking forward. So just as we did before, the knees are quite soft. You're going to send the right elbow forward, left elbow behind. And then come to centre, left elbow forward, right elbow behind. So really relax your shoulders as much as possible. Just feeling that twisting motion through the upper part of the spine. But more importantly, wide collarbones and space around the arms and underneath the arms. And then when you're ready, come back to centre. Take the arms wide, keep that sense of width across the collarbones, and you're going to go forward. If it's too much with the arms wide, let the hands come to fold behind you, and just see if the hands can come down. And then just as you did before, right arm goes out to the side, the gaze can follow, right arm goes up, find the outside edge of the left foot to stabilise the pelvis, move through the spine, and then you lower. Left arm goes out to the side, the gaze can follow. You can send the right knee forward if you like, and really feel the outside edge of the right foot, and the gaze goes up if possible, or you can keep the gaze down. Then as the arm goes down, soft knees, soften the knees, round the spine. So you draw the chin in, round the spine. See if you can walk your hands forward to bring your knees down. So you come back onto the floor. See if you can ease your hips back towards your heels. If it's impossible, obviously, you just decide not to, and you can come to lie on your back. If it's okay to make light fists with the hand to support the head, let go of the weight of your head, or you might find that it's quite easy for you to bring your forehead on the floor, but you just do what feels right for you. And we're all different, and every day is different as well. And then only when you're ready, just for the last few moments or so, just coming up, just coming to rest down. So just going back to how we started. And the hands can rest on your body, and your knees are bent and the soles of the feet are flat to the floor. And you can keep your eyes open, or you can decide to close them. And if it's okay, breathing in. And as you breathe out, just let your knees drop perhaps to the right. It doesn't really matter. And as you breathe in, bring the knees back up. And as you breathe out, let your knees drop to the left. And then just continue. And as you do this, can you just allow the shoulders to feel quiet, rested, and comfortable? And just for a few moments, just be with your breath, your body, and the connection between the two. And then when you're ready, just come back to centre and just stay still for a few moments. And in that stillness, be aware of your breath coming in and your breath leaving. And in that stillness, just perhaps note how busy your mind can be, or the possibility of allowing your mind to be less busy by focusing on your breath that comes in and your breath that leaves. And knowing that if your mind wanders, it isn't a problem. It's just part of the process, part of living. So as the session comes towards a close, just being aware of how you feel right now, how your body is, how your breath is, how you are. And taking your time, but just starting to move, moving your fingers, moving your toes. If your eyes are closed, maybe opening your eyes, taking in what's around you. So just preparing yourself to come out of the practice. You can, if you like, come to rest on your side just for a few moments. So taking your time and coming to sit up when you're ready.